Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths, they will know they messed up when they see you let them go. When the narcissist involved in your life sees that you've let them go, that you're not going to tolerate the abuse anymore, you're not going to pursue them, you're not going to try hunt them down, try reach out to them, you've had enough, you've drawn a line in the sand. That's when they will see that they messed up. It's the only time when it really dawns on them, when they finally realize, they have the epiphany, right? The longer you stay subservient to them, if you are still involved in narcissistic dynamics, the longer you stay in the subservient to them, appeasing them, walking on eggshells, they never realize, right? But you're a gift to anyone, not only just a narcissist involved in your life, but you're a gift as a chosen one and an empath to anyone you encounter in life. You're a treasure. You're someone that should be well respected, looked after, And these parasites, these narcissists that are involved in your life, they don't realize it until it's too late, right? Now, the point of the matter is, even after you draw the line in the sand and you say no more, don't go back on your word. If you go back on your word and you let them back in, it's going to be a repeat cycle of events, Love bombing, devaluation, discard, or whatnot. It's going to be the same repeat events. And this doesn't just occur in romantic relationships. This can occur in friendships, family members, colleagues, associates, right? You need to draw a line in the sand. You need to say enough is enough. It has to be done. You have to do this, right? You could still be involved in the narcissistic dynamics, or perhaps you've been brutally discarded, given silent treatment. It doesn't matter. Regardless, all of you need to draw a line in the sand and stop pursuing them. Don't contact them. Don't message them. Don't phone them. Literally draw a line in the sand and head in the opposite direction, well away from them. Leave them as a thing of the past. This is when they're left to their own devices, they'll start to conjure up and realize that they're idiots. Fundamentally, beneath the core of the narcissist, they know they're idiots. They know they're not like you. They don't have natural instincts like a genuine person. They're not authentic. They know this about themselves. But the longer that you stay around them or persist and pursue them, or wait on the shelf for them, they never realize how they've treated you wrong or how they've messed up. But if you go no contact, right? And no contact means not looking at their social media, not texting them, not communicating with them. If you have children with them, for example, if this is a romantic relationship and you have children with them, then you should look into parallel parenting. If your children are young, look into parallel parenting. That will limit them to only be able to communicate with you through an app. They won't contact your phone no longer. You meet up in a neutral location, things of that nature. They won't have to turn up at your house. You'll have your independence back, a bit of freedom, and that's the best possible means that you can do if you are in a situation when you have children. But if you don't have children with them, and this is a friend or a family member or old romantic partner or a colleague or an associate, don't give them the time of day. Don't give them the time of day. Leave them as a thing of the past. They will see that they've messed up. It's the only time they see they've messed up. They're not idiots, right? They're idiots. I was calling them idiots in the earlier segment, but I'm trying to say they're not. They know that they do wrong. They're not exempt from knowing that they do wrong. They're not exempt from knowing that they don't have the authentic nature that you do. They know they're not like you. They've known that the whole time. But you drawing the line in the sand, you going in your own direction, you working on your healing, evolving, developing, ascending, growing, right? Looking after yourself, filling yourself with self-love. Doing all of those things will trigger them to realize how, stupid they've been in treating you wrong, in treating you that way. It's not going to change their behavior. It's not going to change it if you get back involved with them. But it's going to make them realize, and the only thing they can do then is watch you from a distance, Like they do, they resort to spying on you, or they resort to finding out information about you from flying monkeys or things like that. That's all they're going to be left, and that's all they can do, right? So just understand that they will only know they messed up when they see that you've let them go. You've let them go. You don't want anything to do with them. And it may be hard for you. It may be hard for you to do that at the beginning. It may be hard for you to do that. You could have been involved with this person, if it was a friend, romantic partner, family, colleague, or associate. You could have been involved with this person for a long period of time. They could have been very important to you at one stage of your life, but they've proved themselves unworthy. They've proved themselves that they don't deserve to be in your presence, right? They've proved that. They've literally proved they don't deserve to have your attention, your devotion, your care, your attention, your transparency, your truth. They don't deserve none of that, right? Let them go. You'll see. They'll try and reel you back in at some point. Because when they go back out in the world without you, and they've become accustomed to the way that you used to treat them, the way that you was kind to them, the way that you was generous, the way that you was empathetic, they'll soon realize that the other people aren't exactly like that, And I mentioned this previous times before. They get an inflated sense of self by being around the chosen one and the empath. On one side of things, they get an inflated sense of self, and they get used and accustomed to the way that you treat them. But at the same time, it's like a double-edged sword, and they feel inferior and they feel less than because of you leading by example, So they're completely deranged, They're completely messed up in the head. But just know that's the only way they're gonna know they messed up. When they see you cut away, when they see you leave them as a thing of the past, when they see you get on with your life, right? And this can even occur even if you were discarded or reverse discarded, and you're no longer waiting on the shelf no more. You draw a line in the sand. You say, no, you're done with that. You're not going to pursue them. You're not going to hunt them down. You're not going to try to communicate with them, right? Because they can keep victims of narcissistic abuse caught up in that cycle of waiting on the shelf for them. And you don't want to be waiting on the shelf for them, stagnating and stuff like that. You can do so much better in the world. There's genuine people out there. There's authentic people out there. You can do so much better. So you don't need to waste your time on these parasites. You literally don't need to waste your time on these parasites. And just remember, this is the only way they know they messed up. When they see that you disconnect. When they see that you're no longer pursuing them. When they see you no longer care. Right? When you reach the point of indifference. And you no longer care. You no longer care what they're doing. You no longer give a shit about them. That's when they finally realize. Because they see the complete change in you. They see you going from someone who was loving, transparent, pure, honest, kind, genuine, authentic, to someone that's literally disconnected emotionally from them, right? You've unplugged, So just understand that's the only way it's gonna work out. And the thing is I went into this in another video. Discarded or not, you become more appealing to the narcissist after you're gone. So if you want to watch that, you'll be able to click that video right here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.